Maníacos, bienvenidos nuevamente aquí a su manicomio de confianza, a este lugar de estupideces, sandeces y más cosas que terminen en eses y memeses. No, maníacos, como podrán darse cuenta, el día de hoy carecemos del inútil del Vampire. Se fue a buscar un chorizo argentino hasta La Pampa, no hasta La Pompa, sino hasta La Pampa. Le mandamos un saludo al inútil ese. El día de hoy tenemos aquí un gran invitado, el guitarrista aquí de la banda de Naraka, una banda de death metal con thrash, con unos toques ahí no unos toques, sino unos toques de metal sinfónico. Una gran banda, la verdad es que están con su álbum debut. Es una verdadera chulada esta banda. La verdad es que me dejaron impresionados este disco y algunas canciones con unas colaboraciones importantes ahí. Ahorita platicaremos de eso y vamos a darle la bienvenida por acá a Jean-Philippe. Vamos a darle la bienvenida. Jean-Philippe, welcome.
Hi. Thank you for the invitation, and thank you. Goodbye, good night for everyone.
Oh, yeah, it's around 10 o'clock in France,
Yes,
right?
in France it's 10 p.m. o'clock.
10 p.m. Yes, I'm going to translate. I'm going to ask you the questions. I'm going to do some translation and
In Spanish.
For the audience, okay?
In Spanish.
Jean-Philippe, first of all, the name of Naraka, in Sanskrit, it means like hell. That comes from the name, or what is it?
Yes, it's the Naraka means hell of darkness. Okay. In all the Indian mythologies. We not speak for the moment of Indian mythologies in our songs. It's a name that had a good sound for us, you know. But in the future, maybe we can speak about some mythologies from Indian. But for the moment, it's only the name that it's mean hell. And for us, we speak about some dark things in our songs. So the name of Naraka, it's good with the translation between.
Yeah, it sounds great. Let me tell you that the first time I heard the name, I saw this was something related to Japan, but I started reading something and it was as you said about that.
Yes.
Do you have there were another names around the band, or this was just the first one that came up and you said?
Well, we had many ideas, but after search some things, we searched some things about a mythologic name. It was something really cool, or something as a monster, you know, as Gojira, for example. Gojira, name of Godzilla before.
Yes.
There is something like a massive name, some things like that. But Naraka comes on the table very, very fast.
Okay, so let me translate to the people, to the audience.
Thank you.
Maníacos, nuevamente no les he dado la bienvenida a los que están conectándose, los que estarán viendo la repetición. Aquí estamos platicando con Jean-Philippe, el guitarrista de Naraka, que nos está comentando acerca del nombre que tiene este tema, acerca de qué significa infierno en mitología de la India. En sánscrito significa infierno. También habla acerca de la oscuridad que lleva este tema de Naraka y cómo suena, ¿no? Ese es el punto. Tuvieron algunas otras ideas, pero finalmente se quedó el nombre de Naraka. Jean-Philippe, what could you remember? You can make go back then when you were young. Did you imagine in what moment you decided to be a musician?
Yeah. My first approach to the metal was I was 12 years old, if my memory is good, and I see in a store an album of Iron Maiden.
Oh, cool!
It was somewhere in time.
Somewhere in time. Okay.
The first album I bought, and it was my first impression. I bought it about the visual, the AD.
All the artwork.
I was only artwork. I don't know what is metal or rock before that. And when I put the CD and listen that, wow, what is this? And I become fan. after I discovered Sepultura, Pantera, Metallica, and when I see that these guys play guitar, in my heart, I want to do that. I have many bands before create Naraka, but it was at this moment my hero is James Hetfield from Metallica.
Okay. Well, the Papa Head is great.
Yes.
Exactly. Do you remember which was the first song you tried to play on guitar? Which was
yes, I remember. It was Creeping Death.
Creeping Death. And how you sounded? Your ears were bleeding, or you sounded great?
The beginning was difficult. I play only some notes, some riff, but I had learned the guitar in playing metal and rock, and now I am a guitar teacher. I learned to student guitar, not necessarily in metal, but myself I had learned about Metallica, Pantera, Iron Maiden, AC/DC, Nirvana, all these bands from the 19th.
Okay. Pretty cool. So let me translate to the audience.
Yes.
Bueno, aquí estamos platicando de cuándo fue, cómo llega este tema del metal a la vida de Jean-Philippe. Aquí el tema es que, bueno, él descubre en una tienda de discos, descubre el disco de Iron Maiden, Somewhere in Time. Este disco fue el que lo atrapó y lo llevó a esto. También es muy fan, tiene las influencias de Metallica, Pantera, todas estas bandas de los 90s. La primera canción que intentó tocar, bueno, que empezó tocando fue Creeping Dead. Dice que pues ahí le salió bien, le tenemos que creer aquí al buen Jean-Philippe, tenemos que creerle esto, pero es un gran guitarrista. Ahorita también, en verdad, las guitarras que tenemos en este álbum de In Tenebris son excelentes, o sea, hay que creerle que sí, Creeping Dead fue bueno. I was telling the people that that first song that you play, Creeping Dead, we don't know how you sounded back then, but for sure it was great, because all your guitars in the album in Tenebris are awesome. But also we want to go a little bit in all the thing of the band. First of all, you were formerly in another band called Chapten. Can you tell us about this band, please, and what happened?
Yes, before I was in the Chapten from 7 or 8 years. I don't remember exactly. We speak about in this band about legends from your land, from Mayans, Azteca, all this mythology and history of Mexico, with the pyramid and the sacrifice of the great civilization. It was a concept band. We speak only about the mythologic Mayans. For many reasons, I had left the band 3 years ago to create my own band. But I keep good memories from these years. It's only good friends. And they had a tour with a band from your country called Chemican. So if Chemican see us, you had hello from Chapten, my ancient bandmates.
Okay, pretty cool. Actually, recently we are going to speak about this later on, but we had here Sotiris Ballenas from Septic Flesh that you are touring.
Yes.
And we suggested Sotiris that they should do a song about this mythology. You know, the Septic Flesh have this some mythology songs or something.
Yes,
something like that. And I told Sotiris, well, sometimes you should write something about Aztecs or Mayans, or something. And he was okay. Sometime I will do it. I like that idea. So maybe now you are touring with them. You can tell him, oh, you can go for that
yes.
song.
Yes, we will be touring with them next year in March.
Exactly. You're starting March 3.
Yeah, March 3 to April 9. And I know that Septic Flesh has many followers in Mexico. because when I meet Seth, the bass and singer, for the first time, it was 2 years ago, and they come back from Mexico, where they filmed the concert with a real orchestra of Mexico, and Seth told me it was a really amazing experience. So I think that Septic Flesh has many followers here in Mexico.
Yeah, really huge fans here in Mexico, and that the concert you're saying it was a huge concert. We hope that if you're touring with Septic Flesh, as they told us, they are coming back to Mexico. So we expect that Naraka is here with Septic Flesh. That would be great. That would be
yes.
Awesome. Well, now moving forward with the band with Naraka. I read something about the biography. There are some guys in the band from Paris, other guys from Marseille. How you guys met, and how was this band created?
We created the band 2 years ago, just before the pandemic.
Okay.
It was created by myself, and I begin alone, create songs, writing, riffing, to do some things different from my previous band, some songs I want to do. And after I search just musicians that share my what I like, the bands I like, the things I would like, and some very important fine musicians that had the same ambitions. Naraka had professional ambitions to grow, to be a band that can grow. And we recorded, if my memory is good, we finished recording the vocals just before the lockdown. Sorry.
Okay.
We had 3 lockdown in France during the pandemic, and we just finished. And after that, we had all sent to Logan Mather in Los Angeles.
Oh yeah.
We had mixing the album during the lockdown. It's the beginning of Naraka. It's a cacophonic beginning, but it's our beginning is like that.
Oh, let me ask you something. Logan, he was only in the mix part. He isn't a producer in the album, or who was a producer?
Just the mix, and mastering. But he not produce. We produce the sound, but only the sound.
Okay, who was in charge of the production of this record?
We love Logan Mather for his previous work for bands like Gojira. He worked for another French band, Dagoba. Worked for Soulfly, Fear Factory. So only bands with a big sound, a really big sound, and it's what we like in the production of Logan. It's something very massive, very aggressive, very in your face, the sound in your face, and it's the reason why we contacted him to produce the sound, and he make an amazing rock. All the return we had is as the sound is awesome. So we are very happy to have a rock with Logan.
Yeah, real cool. Let me translate for the people.
Yes.
Bueno, estamos aquí comentando acerca de cómo se formó la banda. Esto fue previo a la pandemia. Ellos se juntan con este nuevo concepto, saliendo de Shaptan. Jean-Philippe tenía esta idea de crear una nueva banda con algunas cosas diferentes, crear un concepto nuevo, salir con esta nueva banda. Tienen a Logan, Logan Mather, que los ayudó ahí con este tema del mix y masterización del disco, que también, bueno, como saben, ya ha trabajado con bandas como Soulfly, como Five Finger Death Punch, Gojira, también francés. Ha tenido todos esos trabajos y nos comenta acerca de esto, del trabajo, de cómo los llevó a ese camino de este sonido que trae Naraka, que es la verdad que es impresionante. Y ahorita nos vamos a meter un poco más ya hacia el tema del disco, porque la verdad es un gran álbum. Jean-Philippe, let's get through the album In Tenebris. That it means darkness. That is all the whole concept. And now there's a lot of things to talk about this album that is really awesome. There's a masterpiece that I would like to say that this one, that the Mother of Shadows, this is a masterpiece. This song is one of the songs that it's one of the best things I have heard in a long time. This is a really huge song.
Thank you.
Oh, it's really great. I would like to start with this song. Lindsay Schoolcraft, she's featuring in this song.
Yes.
Tell me how was working with her, and tell me about this song, please.
Yes, this sound, the Mother of Shadow, has a more black metal and symphonic metal as the other part of the songs. We are not a complete black metal band. We are, I think we had a modern sound, but with some influence from the extreme scene as Black Death and as older bands I just said before from the 19th. Mother of Shadows is has a gothic side, and we like a featuring of a female voice for this song. We had many names of the table, but I contact Lindsay because I know her with his work for Cradle of Filth when she was in the band. And when I contact her for the first time, she was always in Cradle.
Okay.
She told me she left before she put them on Facebook, etc. But we decided to work with her only, even if she was not in a Cradle. She make an amazing work on the lyrics part. Some things low, it's begin high, with whispers at the end of the song. All things like that. She give a real with Theo, the singer of Naraka. The two voices are really a fusion. It's a real fusion between. And so we love this song, and as we had a featuring for this song, we had the idea of music video, but we don't know if Lindsay can accept, and she say yes. But we are in France and Lindsay in Canada, us in France and she in Canada, as a film on a green screen.
Green screen. Okay.
Green screen.
Okay.
And after the realizer of the music video has put effect as a flames, the darkness. But the music was a little success. I think we had many good return about this video.
Yeah, there's around the minute 2 and maybe 10 seconds of the song. This part is of my Mother of Shadows. It's a great part of the song. The drums go down the tempo, your riffs, and the voice. The Lindsay voice is huge. It's amazing. Also the bass guitar is the huge. The whole song is blind and mind blowing. Really.
You mean the end of the song?
No, at the middle of the song, around the middle. Well, also the end of the song is crazy.
Yes, okay. Yes, I know what you mean. At the middle of the song, there is a breakdown, completely different of the verse, pre-chorus and chorus, and on the middle there is something. Lindsay don't sing the lyrics only. Exactly. Only it was she was not in Cradle at this moment, but it was an influence. Was Cradle make with a featuring of Liv Christine, I think, on the song Nymphetamine. And when we speak with Lindsay about that, we had the idea of make some influence about that. So from the middle of the song, it's completely different, and the guitar and the drums make something more modern with the guitar, bass, and the double bass together as a Fake Factory, for example. And there is this fusion. I think there is this fusion between the extreme gothic and modern.
Yes.
I think Lindsay make an extraordinary rock. We had another featuring on the album with another female voice.
Oh, yeah.
But we don't have a music video for the other. So for Lindsay, the music video was an amazing experience. Even with it, we had not filming with her at our side. It was complicated for us to go to Canada, but at the end, the music video gives something very very dark. It's a French realizer called Brice Inker that make it. He has worked from many French bands, not Dagobah, if you know Loud Blast. It's a French band.
Yeah, about the other song of Blood and Tears.
Yes,
also with Veronica Bordachini, of Flesh God Apocalypse. That's
yes.
Also a huge song, and it's this single also is huge. Tell us about this also, please, and working with her. How was it?
Yes, for this album to make help the band to grow, featuring is something important, and it was featuring for the art, of course, but for help the band to add a big visibility, and we decided not to contact, for example, the main singer of a band, but the chorist. It was easier
to work with the other
yes,
the guitar, yes.
Yes, and we don't want we want for the featuring clear voice. We don't want a scream voice. We want a clear voice and a female voice. So there is not so 100. So for Veronica, we contact her in first. At the beginning of Blood and Tears, maybe there will not necessarily a featuring, but when we thinking about that, writing new ideas, etc., it was an evidence that it can be something very, very cool to add another featuring for this song. And Veronica has not the same voice as Lindsay. Veronica has more a soprano voice, a voice very, very high.
Yeah, high, really high notes. Yeah.
And what I like in these two featuring, it's we let Lindsay and Veronica make a little what they want. It's not with their band Cradle or Flesh God. They don't sing very, very more. Just some part like that. In the featuring, there is they had a very important place in the song.
So you're telling me that maybe you sent the lyrics and the song all the
yeah.
And she decided, well, I can go here, and
we sent the lyric. Lyric was already written. They maybe changed one of two lyrics, but the lyrics was complete. And where she must sing too. But for the vocal line, the notes she puts in the lyrics, for that she was free
to decide.
Free. No, only make something as they do in their band. something like that, because it was what we want and what we love.
Okay, so let me translate. Bueno, aquí hemos platicado ya nos estamos adentrando al disco In Tenebris. Tienen aquí unas participaciones aquí con dos grandes cantantes, como son Verónica Bordachini, que es la cantante también de Flesh God Apocalypse, y también tenemos a Linda Schoolcraft, que también hace en la canción de Mother of Shadows, una gran canción, escuchen. Las dos canciones son grandísimas. Platicando del proceso, en la canción de Mother of Shadows nos comentaba que el video lo hicieron durante la pandemia. Ella, Lindsay, vive en Canadá, entonces tuvieron que poner el green screen, algo así como lo que tengo por acá atrás. Hicieron este desmadre para grabar el video y fue un gran trabajo también con ella, también con Verónica. También lo interesante también de la parte de con Verónica es el tema de que le dieron libertad para ella, bueno, así que elegir su rango de notas en toda la canción. Fue un trabajo también, como menciona, muy interesante. Algo diferente a lo que hace en Flesh God Apocalypse. De la parte de Lindsay, el trabajar con ella. Hay unas partes de la canción, platicábamos de eso, de una parte en medio de la canción, donde hacen como una especie de... bajan el tiempo, la guitarra está haciendo como una especie de gallop. El final de la canción también es interesante, que es buenísima. Las notas que maneja también Lindsay, también es lo que platicábamos aquí. Ahorita le voy a preguntar aquí a Jean-Philippe acerca de las versiones en vivo que ahora que van a estar de tour, si van a tener gente allí que esté cantando estas partes o cómo llevarán a cabo estas partes de la canción. So Jean-Philippe, about these songs with the featurings of Veronica and Lindsay, for your live concerts, are you having someone that will be singing these parts, or you're not playing these songs, or what is going to happen in
for the tour, you mean? Yeah. For the live show?
Yeah.
For the live show, we will play Mother of Shadows, but we had for Septic Flesh we can play only 30 minutes during the tour. So we had choose. We can't play the whole album. We had choose some songs, and there is Mother of Shadows. So our singer will sings what Lindsay sings.
He sings also the clear voice.
But we will keep Lindsay as a sample behind.
Okay.
Many bands play like that. I think it's not something wrong, and some people can recognize or discover during the shows, but we can't for a show we can't let only Lindsay. We make our singer sing in more.
If there could be a chance that in some show maybe Lindsay would appear in a live concert, or there's no chance for that?
Yes, there is a chance if the occasion happen. She always told me that if there is an occasion during a fest, for example, okay. She's in Europe, or maybe us in Canada one day.
Exactly.
She's open for that, and it will be something that we film.
Great.
It's happen. We make a live video for this.
That's really cool. Bueno, aquí nos comenta Jean-Philippe del tema de las canciones cuando las cantan en vivo, como les decía. Van a tener el cantante de Naraka, va a estar haciendo las voces, va a estar cantando esas partes, pero van a tener de fondo, digamos que la pista de esta Lindsay ahí, tenemos que es Theodore es el que estará haciendo las voces, ahí como el cantante de Naraka. Entonces, yes. Eso es lo que va a suceder, aunque no se descarta que en algún momento en alguna parte de la gira, o en alguna ocasión cuando se dé la oportunidad de que esté ella en Europa, o que ellos estén en Canadá, tenga la gente que esté en esos conciertos, tenga la oportunidad de escucharle. Eso va a estar impresionante. Jean-Philippe, there's a instrumental song that is called Antra Demonium. This is also you have this instrumental songs like in Tenebris, but this especially this one, Antra Demonium. I don't know if you will use this song as like Metallica does, like this the Ecstasy of Gold. This, you're gonna enter to your shows or something with this song. If this could
Ah,
be something, yeah, you know.
for the entrance of the shows, it will be in Tenebris. It will be
Okay,
the first songs on the of the
okay,
album.
Tenebris, you're going.
But but in on the album there is 3 songs with the name is in Latin. In Tenebris, Entra Daemonium, and the last Compendium Maleficarum.
That's the last one, right?
Yes, it's the last one is only a piano.
Yes.
When it's something, maybe it's something we will keep later, but for the moment, when it's a name in Latin, it's an instrumental.
Okay.
But not an instrumental with guitar or drums. It's only violin, cello, brass. It's only orchestration, like in our influence again, like Dimmu Borgir, Cradle, Septic Flesh. And the Entra Daemonium is in the middle of the album to make an interlude between the first part and the second part. It's like a breath for the listener. Before the calm before the storm, you know.
Okay, so you can go down. Yeah,
Yes.
but this song is it's beautiful. It's also a great song. I want to ask you. All the symphonic arrangement. Who made that?
We made that. It's not of course it's not a real orchestra. We don't have the money for that. As Flex Gotcha, we did we make it as many bands. I am thinking about Flesh God Apocalypse. I know they make Isos before. I saw videos of us. We make it by computer. We had something called a MIDI keyboard. Plug to the computer with a session with a software as a Pro Tools or something like that. Myself, I use Cubase, but there isn't something. And we had bang sound with a violin, a cello, a piano, many instruments. And we compose, we're writing the music on the piano, but after you can use what we're writing on a violin, on a cello, something like that. If one day we can rock with a real orchestra, a Septic Flesh, it can be really good. But for the moment, it's impossible. And for us, it's good like that.
Yeah, but it sounded great. Yeah, there were really good arrangements, and it was also amazing. Also, Jean-Philippe, I know that you write all the lyrics for the album. That's right.
Yes.
Where does that? Do you have a special place that you started with some ideas? Or just you said you can take any place you start writing, or where that happens?
You for the music on only the lyrics?
Okay.
You mean
The lyrics? Maybe you
the
go
lyrics?
to the Café de la Tierra or something, a place like that. You go and write something, or where that happens.
It's sometimes it can be only an idea, a theme, and after a beginning of idea coming, something we get only the beginning, and after it's long to add the whole song, and some things one song can be written in 1 hour. There is no rules. But for the music, I like to begin from a riff. Always.
So you start with a riff, and then you start writing the lyrics.
Yes. Music in first. And in the music, only a riff. If the riffing is not good, trash. Another. And in the riff play, it's good. We can build the song around the riff. It's what I like to say. It's a main riff. For me, the main riff is the most important in a song. It's a riff that remains many times in the song, and it's a riff that the people maybe can sing. It's a riff we get in the head. For me, the main riff. Like all the bands I like. If I take the example of Metallica, when we hear the riffing of Enter Sandman, it's a pure fucking main riff. And after, when it's a riff, when there will be the sing, for example, the verse or the chorus, it's not the same kind of riff. It's a riff with more space for the singer. So I make the difference between a riff without singing and a riff with singing. And for me, the most important is the main riff of the song. It's the point to build the song, to me.
Okay, aquí le preguntábamos acerca de Jean-Philippe escribe las canciones para Naraka y nos comentaba que él empieza, le gusta comenzar con el riff, como lo hacen, por ejemplo, Metallica, que tienen ahí el riff y eso te hace pensar ahí en cómo va la letra. Entonces, de ahí parte desde ahí del riff para crear estas canciones. Y también unas letras también muy interesantes, las que tiene Naraka aquí en este álbum Intenebris. Vamos con un... Here, let me go with some... we have one comment here. Valeria Ramos is saying hi. Thank you.
Thank you.
You join us here. Jean-Philippe, this is time that there are some quick questions. We call this section this Rockstar Trivia. So we're going with these questions. So the first thing that comes up to your mind, you have said. So let's start with these questions, okay? So tell me, Jean-Philippe, what's the last song that you heard before the interview or in your day? What's the last song that you heard?
Last song I heard today?
Yes.
It was a song for Ex Deo.
Okay.
Don't remember the song. It was I don't remember the name of the songs. It was from the last album. I think it. Don't remember the name of the song. Sorry. I listened all the album today, but I don't remember the last song.
Okay. Beatles or Rolling Stones?
Rolling Stone.
Perfect. Great. That's a good one. Yeah. What is the song that you hate the most? That you cannot hear? You listen to the song and you say, "Oh God."
There is many. All that is. In our country, we had something called the French pop.
Okay.
We call that varieties in France, and I hate that. I hate that. It's not my music. I can't listen that.
Oh, that's great. That's cool.
So there is I can't tell you just one song. It's just a kind of music.
Here in Mexico, we hate the reggaeton music, all the things that Bad Bunny, we hate that.
I like Mexican music, but I don't know very well. Sorry.
Oh, but you're doing okay. You're okay with that.
But I love some metal band with mixing from Mexico influence. When I was teenager, there was many. It was an awesome band that called El Nino.
Yeah, El Nino. I also
and they sing in Spanish in their song, and it was amazing band.
Yeah, great band. Black Sabbath or Led Zeppelin?
Black Sabbath.
Oh, okay. Alcest or Gojira?
Gojira.
Okay. Wine or beer?
Both. The two.
Tough one. Okay. La Crepe or Giro?
La Crepe.
Okay. Single or humbucker?
Hamburger.
Okay. This one is good. It's a good one. This is Salma Hayek or Eva Green?
Eva Green.
Okay. To finish this one, this is Metallica or Megadeth?
Oh, very. It's hard. It's hard. I like the two bands. They're awesome. But if I must obligatory choose one,
Metallica.
Metallica.
Okay, great. That's great. You know things. That's
But
great.
I am a big fan of Megadeth too.
That's great. That's great. So about the tour, let's go to the tour part that you're doing with Septic Flesh. Yours,
Yes,
as we were saying at the beginning of the show, you're starting on March 3rd
yes,
in Netherlands, right? So
yes, yes.
you're starting then.
Netherlands is the first date. After we go to Belgium, UK, France,
That's 11.
Spain. We come back after Spain. We come back in France again, and after it's all the Scandinavia, Norway, Finland, Sweden, and after all the rest of the Europe, Poland, Germany, Austria, many lands. There is a 36 dates, so it's a very big tour.
Yes, yes. Yeah. Uh, you are playing in the 11 March 11. You are playing in Alhambra in Paris, right?
Yes,
Have you
yes.
been there to that venue? Did you know that venue?
I know the venue. Yes, I know the venue.
Have you?
I never play in this venue, but I have seen bands in this venue. It's a really good venue. It's a big venue. It was an ancient theater before
Oh,
to be a venue.
okay.
So it's very good. There are many shows in this venue. It's something really big in Paris. So we hope always full. The last time Septic Flesh come in France, I was invited by Seth to see the show, and it was a smaller venue. It was
Really?
La Machine. It's a small venue in the Pigalle.
Oh, in
Pigalle.
Pigalle,
Yes,
okay.
but now with a new album of Septic Flesh, and I believe I think they will out a new album for the show, and it's a grow very grow venue.
And this one is also near Pigalle, or is in another zone?
Alhambra, no, it's not in Pigalle. It's in the I don't remember. I believe in the Republic Quarter.
Ah, Republic. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, okay. Now let me translate. Well, estamos aquí platicando acerca del tour que van a tener ahí con Septic Flesh. Van a estar tocando, inician en Holanda, van a estar dando toda una gira por Europa, pero pasarán por París, van a estar el día 11 en este teatro Alhambra. Nos comenta que es un lugar bastante grandecito. Anteriormente habían tocado en otro lugar, bueno, él había estado pasando ahí en otro lugar, que estaba en la zona de Pigalle, ahí donde está el Moulin Rouge, ahí donde pueden ir a ver a las señoritas, para todos ustedes bribones, pueden ir a darse un rol por allí. Y van a estar tocando ahí. Ahorita le vamos a preguntar acerca de qué sienten de tocar ahorita con esta gira de Septic Flesh, esa fecha, qué significa para ellos ese 11 de marzo, estar en París y estar con Septic Flesh. How do you feel about playing in this tour, playing in Paris with Septic Flesh this March 11? What this means for you?
It's mean a lot to be to open for bands that we love. There is not only Septic Flesh, there is Karak and Gren too on the tour, and it's a really good symphonic black band. I love the stuff that they make on the album. So open for two big bands like that. There is a pressure, of course, but we hope that the audience of Septic Flesh can love Naraka.
That's really cool. We have also. I don't know if maybe some family or friends have asked you for tickets for that special show. This has happened or not?
For the drums, you mean?
For the one in Paris, all your friends give me one ticket,
Yes,
or
yes,
backstage
yes,
pass or something.
yes. We had many friends for the dates in Paris, of course, but for other, we play two in Toulouse. Is it another?
Exactly.
Another city in the south of France, and we had friends come to Toulouse too. But after, it would be very cool to that friends come to see us. Of course, it's a very cool. It's a big gift for us. But the first focus, it's to make a good show for the audience that don't know us. They don't know us, and in the hope that they're open for Septic Flesh. I like that. In more, we had the artwork was made by Seth on the Tenebris. The artwork it's Seth from Septic Flesh that made it. So we will have for the tour a big backdrop with it. I think fans of Septic Flesh that don't know Naraka can only for that the orchestration, something similar. Some people on YouTube had before we announce that we will play with Septic Flesh. Some people, when we out the first song, Curse, some people say that there is something in the voice that makes think to Septic Flesh. So I think we are a good band to open for us.
Yeah, you have some influences in there. Well, a lot of influences from Septic Flesh. Sometimes it sounds like Sepultura in some moments, like in the beginnings. Well, maybe from
Yes.
OCD, some things. You have a lot of influences in there.
Yes,
you can see that. Yeah, exactly. And well, let me. No, go ahead.
Sepultura is a very important band for me, for the band too. For me, it's a very important band. It was with Pantera. Sepultura is my first extreme metal band I know. Before that, I listened only heavy, as Judas Priest, Iron Maiden, AC/DC, something metal but not extreme. Sepultura, it was my first. I remember it was Arise, the first album I bought. It was blew me up. It was very so.
Huge album.
And after I bought the live in Barcelona. It was very cool. So Sepultura is important for us, and for me, what I love in Sepultura, even I hope Max go one day in Sepultura. I waiting the reunion as many fans. But what I like in Sepultura, it's simple. It's simple in the guitar, but it's in your face. It's what I said before. The main riff in Sepultura, there is only the main riff place to the good place.
Exactly. Oh, yeah. Well, let me ask you. This is not the part of the quick questions, but here goes. Andreas Kisser or Dimebag?
Dimebag. Of course. As I said, Sepultura Pantera is my first loves in extreme metal. I'm sure that now they are not extreme. There is since 10 years there is been more extreme than Sepultura. But for the 19s, Sepultura was extreme. Before them, there is the thrash, the death, but they bring the extreme to the large audience. Sepultura. It's my opinion. They bring the extreme to a large audience, and Dimebag, of course. I remember when I learned about this death, I was sad. It was the first thing I was sad for. I have never changed. Don't see Pantera in live. It's my regret.
Well, I know. So, getting back to the tour, you said you have you're not playing the whole album. Which songs the people can expect to see in the shows? What songs are you're picking for the? You're gonna change the set?
Yeah, well, I can say you the set. We will begin with In Tenebris as the intro to the people come on the stage, and we begin the show with Curse. Yes, it will be the songs we out in first. Cursed, The Black, Mother of Shadows. And after, we have only 30 minutes, as I said. it's really fast. We can't play. We can play only 5 songs, and the 2 other songs we will play. It's called Dark Bringer.
Okay.
And the last song of the album, The Great Darkness. We select songs fast and aggressive with orchestration. It's for the audience of Sexy Flesh, it's the best choice. And the set finish on the piano of Compendium. The last song to cut the show. 30 minutes. It's a really short, but we know we had 30 minutes to make in the face of the audience. So it is a really good challenge.
About the song Dark Ringer, there's the bass guitar in that song is, well, in the whole song, but this one got my attention. It was a great bass on this song. It's really powerful. That bass is really great. Also, the whole album, you have a lot of great moments in the whole album is really...
Yes, there is a good sound of bass in the album. Logan made we wanted a loud sound bass, but not typical me. Put in first a good mixing, but we can hear the bass. There is so many bands we don't hear the bass. It's completely drawn with the drums and the guitar. So Logan made it's what I like in the Logan production. It's I don't know the word. It's something so very powerful, but clearly it's clear. We can hear everything in this production. I think we will continue to work with him for the next.
Okay. Also, I want to ask you, maybe a lot of people that play guitar that are in the audience would like to know what are the guitar effects that you're using, all the pedals or that you're using for this album.
Not so many. Two. Only 2 effects on the pedals. Whammy.
Whammy, okay.
And a wah-wah.
And that's it. Okay.
Yeah, that's it. I'm not really a
huge fan of
a pedal board with pedal effect everywhere. No, I've got a sound of guitar very simple. Maybe if one day we put some clear passage of guitar, of course. But for the moment, its effect, the whammy, it's only on the black. It's only on some not very short.
Yes.
It's or maybe one day we can add another pedals.
Okay. But it really, because the guitars that appears on the album, they really feel all the sound, all the whole songs are really filled with this guitar. It's like it sounds like it's in the whole room. This is really good, and it's hard to get this sound. There are some bands that cannot get this. It sounds like something is missing, and your guitars are feeling the whole song. That's really amazing also.
Yes, thank you. It's a sound, modern sound, and the guitar is it's tuned loud. That's the standard. It's as Gojira, for example, it's in drop C.
Oh, you do drop D also, yeah. Okay.
C, drop C.
Drop C, okay.
Drop C. So it's a tuning loud. So it's good with the kind of metal that we made, and we use for the recording we use some simulation of sound. It's called a camper. A camper. It's made. We can mixing different amps, different sound of guitar. But for the live, it's impossible. For the live, I got my only I had a brand that support me. It's a Poland band. It's called La Boga.
Oh, okay. Okay, so let me tell the people. Well, estamos platicando aquí acerca de los efectos que aquí llega a utilizar, los pedales que utiliza Jean-Philippe en las canciones, que llenan muchísimo, las canciones lo llenan completamente, se siente todo ese poder de la guitarra. Comenta que realmente no tiene tantos pedales, son dos pedales solamente. Tiene el whammy y nada más también de la parte del wah. O sea, realmente, y lo que sí nos comenta que así como lo hace también Gojira, que tienen el drop C, tienen ahí a la hora de poner el tuning de la guitarra, está en drop C, que también le da mucho poder a las canciones. We're close to the end, Jean-Philippe. Here are your, right here are all the social networks where people can find Naraka. Also, all the songs are already, I have seen the songs in iTunes. You also, all the songs are in Spotify also.
Yes.
There are all the platforms. But one thing, for the physical copy, you're only for Europe right now, right? You can buy
for the moment, the physical copies are only available for the Europe. We are on a label called Season of Mist that distributes the album in France and Europe. When the people bought the physical copy directly on our web store, it's narakaofficial.com/web store.
Right here.
But we can't, for the moment, we can't ship, for example, to Mexico or something like that. There is a man that contacted me. He wanted the physical copy for Puerto Rico. But the shipping costs are so expensive. It was impossible. We need to get a copy in USA. We will try to get that. And I think if we got copies in USA, it will be more easier for you, for example, for you to Mexico on all the South of America. But for the moment, it's only for the Europe. We try all we can do. I hope that after the tour we can add more visibility, and certainly for a second album, hope a bigger label. We had a USA desk to Season of Mist had USA desk, but for the moment they distribute only us in Europe. It's a good begin for us. We try well that for all the people who support us in the other parts of the Atlantic.
Yeah, it's complicated to get the things, but yeah, it's also I want, before we leave, also it's amazing all the artwork for the album that it is Set Zero. It was the one in charge for the artwork. It's amazing. And the t-shirts, para toda la gente, las playeras que tienen, todo el arte que tiene el disco es impresionante. Vayan a verlo aquí en las redes y vayan a la página. La verdad que es impresionante. Tell us about this, the artwork of Set Zero.
The artwork of Set Zero, it was a set of Plastic Flesh that makes the artwork. He had I really love his stuff. He makes something so dark and something
very aligned with the concept, right? With the in Tenebris concept. It was like
we tell him to the lyrics of the songs, and something that a character, what will be a character trait between life and death, something like that. So we had this vision of this man completely. It's not something it's in his mind. All his artwork is in his mind. I really love his stuff, not only for this band. I like the stuff he's made for. He worked for Moonspell on an album called Instinct. The artwork is amazing. When you told me what I listened today, XDO, the last album, it's set that makes the artwork. So his art is very strange but dark.
Yeah, but really, really good. Aquí nos comenta que todo este arte, le dieron las letras de las canciones para que él creara todo este arte del disco, todo este concepto también que viene incluido en las playeras, la cual está impresionante. La verdad que si les gusta todo este tema así como oscuro, tipo Jigger, pueden verlo, es algo muy, muy, muy similar, está muy, muy, muy chingón, la verdad. Aquí ahorita voy a hacerle una última pregunta por acá a Jean-Philippe, para antes de largarnos de aquí. Jean-Philippe, what song would you recommend to the people for the first time to listen Naraka, that you would recommend that they will have them, that they feel that this is my band,
Even if I like very Mother of Shadow, it's one. I don't think it's the one I would recommend before the featuring. It's very good, but it's not only Naraka can be. I think I recommend Curse of the Black.
Okay. Aquí lo tienen, haciendo la recomendación, Jean-Philippe. Jean-Philippe, it's been a real pleasure to have you here. We expect that maybe sometime you come to Mexico City and play. I don't know if maybe you can come with Septic Flesh, or by your own, that Naraka comes to show in Mexico. That would be awesome.
I hope one day. It will be very, very, very intense and good to play in all the South America.
Oh, that would be awesome.
I saw so many bands that come to all these cities, and when we see the, I am a big fan of Iron Maiden, and I've got all their DVD, and when we see the shows they make in South America, it's crazy. It's crazy the number of people, the Rock in Rio they made.
It's amazing.
It's amazing. I think that in Mexico and South America, you are a very good audience. Us in Europe, there is land, there is very supporting metal. For example, Germany, Norway, Sweden. But in France, it's not a. Okay. There is a. We've got a great fest like Hellfest now.
Yeah, but it's really good.
But it's not a metal band. The French, the bigger audience of France don't listen metal, so it's not representative. South America is crazy for that, so I hope that one day Naraka can play in South America.
That would be great. In Mexico, the people are crazy in this concert. We have all this power. Also in South America, they're very similar to Mexico, but you should come to Mexico.
Yes.
You're going to have a great time right here.
Okay.
Well, thanks a lot for this interview, Jean-Philippe. We have another time to have the whole band in the interview, and we have a second one, maybe after that would be great.
Thank you.
Let me just talk here to the people around here. Por favor, vayan ahí vayan a seguirnos ahí a nuestras redes, por favor. Ahí está abajo RockAsylum Official. Vayan a YouTube, vayan a Instagram, pero sobre todo YouTube, suscríbanse. Acuérdense que cada vez que entren a YouTube y le den suscribirse, es una rascadita en el pinche Aníbal, en el sin luz del Vampire. Así que por favor síganos. Jean-Philippe, thank you for this. Merci beaucoup.
Thank you. Merci beaucoup.
Es momento de largarnos, es momento de decirle a la gente que keep rocking.
Keep rocking.
Nice.